if I think the floor is now signed, endorsed, and approved by all the members of APC National Assembly Caucus from Benue State, addressed by the Benue State All Progressives Congress APC Caucus in the National Assembly, endorsing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for a second term as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Today, Wednesday, May 21st, 2025, at the National Assembly Complex, Abuja. Distinguished members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, we, the undersigned members of APC, National Assembly Caucus from Benue State, comprising 2 senators and 8 out of 11 House of Representative members, have convened this press conference to formally and unequivocally endorse His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for a second term in office as the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Our endorsement is rooted in a comprehensive assessment of President Tinubu's transformative leadership, his unwavering commitment to national development, and the tangible achievements recorded under his administration since May 29, 2023. Transformative infrastructure development in Benue State. Under President Tinubu's leadership, Benue State has witnessed unprecedented infrastructural development, significantly enhancing connectivity and economic activities, notably as follows. 1. Calabar, Ebonyi, Benue, Nasarawa, Abuja Superhighway. This road project construction commenced on 465 kilometer superhighway, enhancing connectivity and economic activities across the aforementioned states. 2. Makode, Aliede, Otukpo, Enugu Road. Reconstruction efforts are underway on this critical route, including addition of a flyover at the Ulukum roundabout in Makode, aiming at improving transportation efficiency within Benue State and outside it. 3. Buruku Bridge over Katsina-Ala River, approved at a cost of 83.8 billion naira. This twin bridge project will span a 1.7 kilometers length, facilitating better movement and trade in not only Benue State, but within the North Central region and beyond. 4. 9 Mile Otukpo Makudu Road. The dualization of this strategic project aims to reduce travel time and improve connectivity between Enugu, Makodi, Abuja, and northern parts of Nigeria. These infrastructural development projects not only stimulate economic activities, but also create employment opportunities for Nigerians. Another milestone of the Tinubu administration is in the area of housing and social welfare initiatives. President Tinubu's administration has demonstrated a profound commitment to addressing housing deficits and improving social welfare. The construction of 250,000 affordable housing units in Benue State under the renewed Hope Housing Estate Program aims at providing decent accommodation for our citizens. The approval of 1,000 housing units in Benue State as part of the Dolaku initiative reflects a strategic approach to resolving conflicts and rehabilitating displaced persons. These initiatives are pivotal in fostering social cohesion and enhancing the quality of life for our people. Another critical area is also in the area of economic empowerment and fiscal support. The federal government's economic policies have significantly benefited Benue State, and it is in the following areas. 1. The allocation of 44 billion naira to Benue State, comprising 5 billion post-subsidy removal funds, 9 billion naira infrastructural fund, and 30 billion naira sub-national intervention fund, all of which have bolstered the state's capacity to implement developmental projects and provide palliatives to all her citizens. 2. The administration's fiscal reforms have led to a doubling of government's revenue, reaching over 9.1 billion naira in the first half of 2024, thereby enhancing the federal government's ability to support state-level initiatives. These financial interventions have been instrumental in driving economic growth and development within the state. Ladies and gentlemen, another critical area again that deserves mention here is in the area of regional development, healthcare, and education. Significant strides have been made in improving regional development, healthcare, and education in Benue State, and this has manifested in the following areas. 1. North Central Development Commission, NDC. President Tinubu has assented to the bill establishing the North Central Development Commission, which purpose is to address the developmental challenges in the North Central region. And North Central has 6 states, including FCT, which Benue State is one of those states. And the people of Benue State who have suffered all manners of underdevelopment are really thankful to the President for the establishment of this North Central Development Commission, which is a special purpose vehicle that is established to deal with all manners of development challenges that all the states in the North Central are facing. So we cannot thank President Tinubu enough for this big initiative. 2. The Federal University of Health Sciences of Igbo. This university has received increased federal attention under the Tinubu administration, with improved funding, infrastructure upgrades, and academic program expansion. These interventions are strengthening the institution's capacity to train the next generation of health professionals from within and beyond Benue State. Number 3, under regional development, is the Federal University of Health Science Teaching Hospital, which has benefited from this enhanced federal government support, including the provision of modern medical equipment, increased personnel, and improved funding for specialist services. Not only has this elevated the hospital's capacity to serve the people of Benue State and beyond, it has also provided a practical training ground for medical students and a referral center for quality healthcare delivery in the region. Number 4, Infectious Disease Control Center in Wike. Under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the federal government has approved the establishment of this center to address rising cases of infectious diseases in Benue State. Wike is located right at the border between Benue and South State of Cross River State. This infectious disease center will no doubt help both the North Central states as well as parts of the South State, particularly those that fall within the Wike and the Obodo area of the country. Number 5, the establishment of Federal College of Agricultural Technology in Opiadu, Ojapo, underscores the federal government's commitment to advancing agricultural education and research in the region. The aforementioned developments are critical in enhancing the well-being and intellectual capital of Benue citizens. Yet again, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, is agricultural and economic development. Recognizing agriculture's role in food security and employment, the Tinubu administration has achieved in the following areas. One, initiated programs aimed at revitalizing the agricultural sector with a focus on increasing productivity and supporting agri-businesses. Two, provision of support for local industries to stimulate economic diversification and create job opportunities. These efforts are revitalizing the agricultural sector with positive implications for food security and rural development. Commitment to national security and stability. On security, we also commend the ongoing efforts of President Tinubu administration in deploying more resources and personnel to safeguard lives and property across Benue State. However, we believe the fight against security cannot be left to the federal government alone. We look forward to seeing more proactive collaboration and genuine intelligence gathering from the state government as a critical step toward restoring peace and protecting our communities. As a matter of fact, this is one area that requires additional federal government attention in collaboration with the federal government, as with the state government. As representatives of the people, we are always confronted by complaints here and there from among our constituents in the area of insecurity. Every now and then, we receive complaints of attacks here and there. Yes, the federal government has deployed all that is needed to the state by way of security votes and the military personnel. There is need for the state government to also play our own part so that the people of Benue State can sleep with their two eyes closed. The security personnel posted to Benue State need the support of federal government as well as the state government. We use this privilege and this platform to call on Benue State government to, as a matter of urgency, step up her efforts towards using the available resources to safeguard the people in collaboration with the federal government. As the efforts being done now appear not to help the situation enough, there is a saying that it takes two to tango. The Tinubu has deployed the forces, has given the resources to the state government. The state government needs to do more in this regard so that we can achieve the required results. As representatives of the people, we reaffirm our unwavering commitment to supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the national security agencies in their efforts to restore peace and stability in Benue State. Within the full scope of our legislative powers, we will continue to advocate for and facilitate necessary interventions to end the cycle of violence in our communities. Furthermore, we are determined to champion initiatives aimed at rebuilding affected areas and exploring avenues for compensation and support for our displaced farmers, whose resilience remains the backbone of our state's economy and the nation's food security agenda. Before I conclude, let me also add that as a caucus, we commend the government and people of Ebonyi State. The governor of Ebonyi State will understand and can confirm from our members who are from that axis of the state that the governor of Ebonyi State has built a bridge across one river that separates Benue State from Ebonyi, and that project has the potential of creating synergy and harmonious relationship between the people of Benue State and that of Ebonyi. And I think this is very possible because the federal government under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has deployed resources enough to the states to be able to carry out this development project. So the credit goes to the Ebonyi State government, but I think largely to the federal government under President Ahmed Bola Tinubu for providing the resources. So, yeah, okay. The federal government under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has also constructed a bridge between Oju and Cross River. One of the most impactful interventions facilitated under the Tinubu administration is this project I'm talking about, which is ongoing. And in the long run, this project, when completed, will enhance interstate economic activities between the people of Oju, of Benue State, and their brothers across the other side of the state, which is Cross Rivers. In conclusion, therefore, ladies and gentlemen, my distinguished colleagues, in the light of the aforementioned achievements, we, Benue APC National Assembly Caucus, do reaffirm our support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and we are willing to go all out to support him, to work for him, and do everything possible to deliver our collective constituencies and the entirety of Benue State to APC, to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and to all of us seated here, so that APC will remain in charge of Benue State and will continue to benefit. We, working with our leader, George Akumen, former governor of Benue State, and now the executive government of the Federation, we are ever willing to work under his tutelage, under his leadership, to make sure APC remains dominant, remains deeply rooted in Benue State, and win all the elected positions come 2027, as we did in 2023, to the glory of God and for the benefit of humanity. Thank you, and may God bless all of us. Thank you.
Yes, my brother. Yeah.